Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make very advanced thumbnails in my opinion. So we're just going to start off by opening this rod file. So basically I'll link it in the description. There's this fishing rod pack. I might put a media file download link that you can access. So yeah, I'll put that in there. You can download this rod, red, and all these colours that are listed here. These aren't made by me, this is made by someone else. I'll also link them in the description if I remember their name. I'll most likely be able to remember them, but in this tutorial I'm going to use this blue rod, and I'm going to go in files. This is where I keep my files. I keep messing up my words. But yeah, so I'm going to start off. Make sure you have Cinema 4D. This is for the character renders. Actually, I'm not going to go in it yet. I nearly forgot to show you this. So basically what you want to do first is get your skin file, the skin textures like this. Wait for it to load up. Ones like these. You want to have that. Don't worry if it's black, we'll fix that. So you want to drag it into Photoshop or whatever you want to use. I'm going to use Photoshop for this tutorial because it'd be easier if you follow along with me. So you just drag and drop it in or import it. And then hold Alt and use the mouse scroll to zoom in. It's not actually hard, you just need to select this magic wand tool. If you're wondering how to change it, then you could just right click and click one of these, but obviously as a dot there that says magic wand tool, that's what I'm using. So basically you want to select a bit of this black and then click delete, and make sure you unlock this first and then click delete, and do this for everything else like that. And the next step is if you want 3D eyes. It's kind of weird to be honest, but you'll know what I mean when I get into the tutorial. So this time you want to select the brush tool. It should normally be that. If it's not, you again have to right click and select brush tool. Unless you changed it, then yeah, it'll be brush tool. You have to select that. Size 1, hardness, I don't think that matters, just use this one. And zoom in again with Alt scroll, that's as far as I can zoom in. And before you do that, you want to select this colour picker or eyedropper tool as it's called, and select one colour from the face like that, and then you see it selected down here. And then you want to go on the paintbrush tool and hover over the eye, make sure it's 1 or it might mess up, and then just keep clicking until it matches the rest of the face like this, the rest of the face colour. Keep clicking until it does that, left click. Keep doing that, it takes a while sometimes. Just want to keep clicking, and then you just want to turn them into the colour of the face. And now basically what that's done is got rid of the eyes. So once you've done that, I'm not sure what that white is for, but I'm going to keep it on there just in case. If there's any problems, I see random white or something, then I'd go back in and delete it. Well, I'm not going to save it as a project, I'll have to, I'm just going to save it as a PNG. I'm going to have to delete the eyes again, but hopefully that won't happen. And yeah, so basically it would look like this. I'm not actually going to save it, but just do file and then save as, or just save it, it'll come up with this. Unless it's like called skin or something, then it would just replace the file most likely. So yeah, I just called it no eyes there. So I can go out of this, click that. No, I don't want to do that, just leave it on there for later so I don't have to open it. And now you want to load up this rod Cinema 4D project. You could use the Lightroom, but then I won't be able to get, or you won't be able to get the rod on unless you know how to, but I'm not sure. I only know how to import lib.4d files. So yeah, well, this has got render settings, which I'll get into later. Good render settings, so yeah, you don't really need to worry about that. But just come in here, and then I'll get the other thing, FML5, that stands for Frosted Minecraft Rigs. Frosted's Minecraft Rig, there we go. You want to drag this FML5 file in, and again I'll include download links in the description. It might say not responding, don't worry, that just means it's loading. I'm recording now, so as you can see up there, so it's taken a while, but it should load eventually. There we go. So what you want to do is double click it. You can drag it there, I think. And then as you see, it's not up, but you just want to go right. And that was a bit big, a bit zoomed out there. So ROD is very small, but we can change that later. But I won't get into that yet. As I said, change it later. So you want to click on this FMR rig. I'll just press this minus sign, and then it basically it would, when you see it, just get rid of all these. It wouldn't actually delete them, it just minimize them. So the first thing you want to do, which is what I always do, is go to this skin here, click the dot dot dot, and then what you want to do is get your no eyes skin file, or your normal skin. If you want 2D eyes, then you'd have to disable eyes, which I'll show you. But sorry about my voice right now, it's a bit annoying, that always happens. So yeah, get the no eyes skin. As you see, it's got eyes now. But if you imported the one with Minecraft 2D eyes, then what you want to do is go down and then go to eyes, right eye and left eye off for both of these, and then it would turn them off. You just have these. But then it would just be the 2D eyes, so you don't really want that. Double, you can do that, but I'm not sure why you want that. Looks very weird to me, but so you might want to have the mouth on. I'm just gonna have it on here because why not? Sake of the tutorial, just have it on. I'm just gonna do single for this actually, or double. I'll do double for that. I'll basically make them wider, like he's scared or something. Make them really wide. And then the eyebrows, you can have female if you really want to, if you're female. If you are, then hello. And now go to teeth, no spacing. Obviously nothing's happened. And hello if you're male as well. But yeah, nothing's happened. But yeah, my microphone's in the way, so I can't see my screen. Just moved it. Yeah, I'm just going to have spacing on. Well, actually no, I'm going to have no spacing just in case. Body, Alex if you want it to be thinner like that. I'll just keep it as Steve. For some reason, well, not for some reason, but that just looks really thin, and for some reason, when I click Steve, it looks so wide for some reason. And you could tick hat/second layer if you want that at the back, or whatever it is in the skin file. I just hit that, because I want that on, and it's got that as well. And then you could turn all these on. I'm not sure why you want to, but you can do it anyway, if you really want to. So now we're gonna actually, before we pose the skin, we're gonna add a cape. So you wanna click the cape there, and then click the dot dot dot. Make sure it's ticked, as I said, click it, and then get your cape file. It's just a PNG like skin, that's fine. And by the way, this rig would only work with 1.8 skin, so don't use a 1.7 skin. You'd have to use a 64x64 format as well. So yeah, get the white cape and click open. And then as you can see, there's a bit of white down there. Turn around and there's a cape. Yes, there's a cape that appeared on the back magically. Well, you'd have to do stuff, but yeah, it's come on. So yeah, I'll adjust that later after I pose my skin. Obviously, when you're like that, there's barely any light, but I'm gonna mess around with that in a bit, add some light or whatever. And then make sure you're on this tool if you want to bend the arm. So basically with that you can bend the arm. And then drag it forwards like that. It's kind of hard, so I always do it from the bottom, which gets a bit annoying sometimes. And then move that right, and then yeah, you can move that forwards as well. I'm not actually going to, but I'm just going to do a basic skin render. I'm not actually going to do anything advanced, just a basic skin render. I didn't really do anything. I don't know why. It should move it. That moves it, but it just doesn't for some reason. So again, you might want to use this tool and then move it up or whatever. Go down and again drag it up, unless you can do it from the top. Then you're magic. And I'll try and drag that. There we go. That's how I did it, or how I was meant to do it, and it's not bending. Having a few technical issues here. Bear with me a second. The arm's stretching so much. Okay, there we go. The arm looks higher, but down. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. It's a bit bent, but as I said, I'm just doing a basic skin render, so I'm not going to worry about it. Camera, I'll just mess with that later. And you want to go to the eyebrow, click the rotation tool, and then select this one here, make it angry, or just make it like that, or just leave it the same. I'm going to make it a tiny bit angry, not that angry though. And you don't have to have eyebrows if you really don't want to, but you can always have it there if you want. Click on the mouth here, and this box should come up. You just want to move this down, so he's pulling a sad face, but you just open the mouth like that and then make him smile. Yeah, he's smiling now. That looks a bit evil though, like he's like smiling and got angry eyebrows at the same time. Okay, I'm just going to rotate them. Make sure you select the outside rotation tool, this one, not the mini blue one on the inside, or it would just like rotate it. Like it wouldn't move like this basically. So you can just move it like forwards and backwards and stuff like that. And you don't really want that. Now we're just gonna fix, I guess. Fix the eyes, skin color, color picker, or eye color, not skin color. What am I saying? Choose screen color for the next one. I'm gonna do choose screen color. Select that one, and that didn't. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Pick that one, and then it'll give you the same color. You have to if you want, but I do it anyway. I keep selecting the wrong one. What am I doing? Hopefully I can actually do it properly this time. I was going to click that one down there then, but there we go. I'm not actually going to mess with that again, just doing a basic render, so yeah, I just wondered if you can move that around then. I opened that then, it's a bit confusing, but yeah, as I said, you can mess around with the eyes. If I did, then yeah, you can do that. Body, just gonna get it in the camera, see what I think is good. That looks a bit weird how his arms are out, but I'm gonna rotate his body, see if I can make anything good. It's probably not gonna look that good, to be honest, but just making this basic. One last time, that was like the 4th time. Okay, and then I'll rotate the cape. There's also, well, there's a problem, as you can see. I'm not going to render it because that takes a few seconds, but you can see the legs there are going over like into the body. It looks really weird, and that's what happens if you do that. It will look really weird. So you might want to go down, or if it does, then you're most likely going to want to go down, stretch it. That's fine if you're going to have it like that, but if you're going to have it like this, then it won't really look good stretch. So I'm just going to rotate it, see if I can make it out the leg a bit, out the body I mean. Not really happening now, but oh well, I'll just leave it like that. Oh, there we go, that seemed to fix it. That was okay. And I'm just going to do render view. Render's the currently active view, or you could do a Control R as a shortcut. Just wait for this to render. It won't actually save or anything, we'll get into that in a minute. But as you can see, it's black at the moment, and it should render eventually. Unless something's gone wrong, then, well, I know the fix for it. And it looks like it's gone wrong at the moment, so... Oh, okay, it just went out. That was weird. I actually want it like that. That looks a bit weird, to be fair. Change that, there we go. That really does the bottom, not the top. So there we go. Once you got that, you can rotate it obviously the direction you want it in. And just gonna get rid of that bit up there. Don't really want it. You can have it anywhere. I'll just keep it like that. You want to do is click on light, hold it in, and then go to infinite light. And you can move that around by dragging. Make sure you're on the rotation tool. That his face and stuff will be black. You don't want that. It'll just be really dark. You can just have it like that, and then you can always add another light and move that light at the cape so it makes it darker. That's kind of the opposite of light, but still. A spotlight, you could do that. Just move this cape a second, and then I'll delete that light, which you could do up there. You don't actually need one. Area light, and then I'll just keep it like that. And then just to see, there we go, it's actually come up this time. It's a bit dark, don't worry, it's going to get rid of the background automatically in the rendering process. Just wait for it to preview. I don't really care what it looks like, I'm just doing a basic one for like the 5th time. But yeah, I'm just going to see it anyway. As you can see, with this project, it's very HD, I think. The render here it's very HD, I think. There we go. Obviously you can mess around with the legs, but I'll just leave that for now. In the end, you might not be able to see the bottom of the legs. I don't know, because I haven't actually thought of how to do the thumbnail yet. Just have a brief idea. And there we go, that's fine. Just click out and then make sure you can actually see it. Render settings, what you want to do is go to save, and normally it'll be in whoever made it, they made this. You just want to click this ... I'll save it here. Save it as HD render, and then you can just go out of this. Don't worry, it will save. I don't know what that does, but I'm just going to keep it unticked. Make sure you keep those unticked. Sorry, I'll kind of hit the microphone then. So you want to exit out of that and then click renders the active project in the picture viewer. So basically it's rendering the picture viewer to picture viewer. And yeah, basically it's saved to the desktop or wherever you saved it. I saved it in the desktop in this folder. As you can see now, just go out of this, it should come up here. Just wait for it to finish rendering. This takes longer than the view for some reason. I don't really know why. It might just be like not the fully HD render, it might just be a basic render of it, but it still looks HD. But yeah, don't worry, the dots are meant to be like that. To me, that's a sign that it's going to be good. So just think that if it doesn't come up for some reason, then don't think I'm saying it's bad. In the end, you can see if it's bad or not. But I'm just going to cut this bit, and I'll get back to you when it's finished. I'm really sorry about that. I completely forgot to do the fishing rod. So you just want to go on the fishing rod and then move it up. Make sure you're on the move tool. I'm really sorry for forgetting it. I rendered it for nothing, but oh well, mistakes happen. To make it bigger, you want to go on where is it? Go on this, and then go on coordinates. This kind of looks a bit messy, but don't worry. If you move this, that didn't really work. If you move this, then it would make it bigger. I'm accidentally making it smaller, but you just want to make that roughly the same size. I'm not going to make it that big. Just mess around with it, see what fits, and then just move it to how you want it. And I'm just going to quickly add a sword. These I completely forgot. Might as well do this. Kept clicking on the same one. I wonder why it wasn't working properly. You want to go down to sword right or sword left. It depends where you want it or whatever you want. Pickaxe if you want it to be that, and then click iron, and it's quite good. Obviously it's got 2, which doesn't really suit Minecraft unless you well, it does if you're thinking of Minecraft 1.9, which I'm not excited about. It's just going to ruin PvP for me. But yeah, so I'm just going to render this again, and yeah, that's what it looked like before. And I'll cut again. So as you can see, it's finished rendering, and the cape I could have messed around with, and obviously the feet, and I could have rotated the sword and the fishing rod, but to be honest, I'm quite proud of it, if I do say so myself. So you can just click close, don't worry, it's saved, and then you can exit out of Cinema 4D. So the next part is going to be Photoshop. So I'm not going to put the render in yet. I'm just going to make I'll put the background in and stuff, then I'll place the render. So to make a new project in Photoshop, I'm currently using Photoshop CC 2015. You want to click new, and then I'm going to get my template. So basically you want to set the width and make sure it's pixels. I had a problem before, it said it's over some size or something, and then after a while I realised it was on centimeters, so make sure it's on pixels. That could change sometimes and it gets really annoying. So you just want to save that as 1280 by 720 or 9020 by 1080 or the 1440k size, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is, but 1440p, whatever, you search it up. I'm just going to use 1080p for this. And the background contents, yep, no, I'm just going to leave that as transparent. RGB colour 72, just leave it as that. And then you want to click OK, and if you want to save it, then click Save Preset. Go in quickly if you didn't see that, Save Preset, or you can delete the preset. And you can name this whatever you want. I forgot to name it, but that does not matter. Again, use Alt and the mouse scroll to zoom out and zoom in. And then you just want to get your background. So I'm going to get this up. I'm going to go in Files and then drag this JPG background in. and then you want to stretch it. Make sure you hold shift. If you don't, then it would look really bad quality. It would be like that, and you really do not want that. And it just got rid of it for some reason. Okay, I don't know why that happened, but that doesn't matter because that looked weird anyway. So you just want to hold shift and drag it. And then if you do that, it will actually decrease quality even if you hold shift. So I recommend you don't do that, but for this it's fine. It doesn't look that bad, but yeah, just place it by doing enter. The quality went a bit better then, and yeah, I'll rasterize it. Do that, rasterize. And then you want to get the Minecraft logo if you want it. Everything's optional in this tutorial, but yeah, you can add whatever you want. And I recommend this background if you want shaders, HD background. And it is 9020 by I think 1018, which is a bit off 1080, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to change it, and it's just a tiny bit off. So you just want to drag it wherever you want it, click enter, and if you want it completely centered, then you want to hold shift or hold control and then click on the background, and make sure both are selected. That'll select both. If you normally click, you just do one at a time. You want to go to layer, align, and then vertical centers if you want it completely in the middle, and if you want it like down, not actually in the middle here, just centered but not in the middle, then you want to go to align and horizontal centers. So basically I moved it a bit, not really noticeable, but yeah, it moved it and made it centered, so it makes it better. And you can add effects. I'm going to get onto that in a minute. Nothing really to do here, I'll just make the text. I'm going to use a font I really like. It's called Pirate Ship Regular. It's really nice, in my opinion. I really like it. I'll make this bigger. I don't know what it's going to be like, but yeah. Click on the text. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, edit that, double click it. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just going to delete that layer and then make a new one. There we go. I do not know why it was doing that, and it just reset size. That's fine. Change it again, 100. Minecraft, whatever you want it to say, I don't know. I'll just say advanced thumbnail. In my opinion, it's advanced. If you think it's not, then that's all up to you. I'm not sure actually. Am I going to use this font? To be honest, I don't think I will. I think I use if I have it. Yeah. Yes, I do. Or what was the other font? What was the font that I installed recently? It was. Oh, there we go. It just came up and I saw it. There we go. I'm just going to use this one. I really like it as well. Pirate Ship looks quite advanced in a bit like this, I guess. Like the text goes off, completely different from the other letters, but it still looks quite nice. It's more of an advanced one, not a plain, simple, bold one. And obviously, you can make it more bold by where is it? It's up here somewhere. Oh, I can't actually get to it. I don't know why, but there should be bold up here somewhere. But that's not happening for me, but that doesn't really matter. Center this. I'm not actually going to do horizontal centers. Oh, fine, I will. Hold control. If you hold shift, it will select that one as well. Anything in the middle of those two. And the horizontal centers, that barely changed anything, but it just makes it better anyway. So I'm just going to make it bigger. You don't have to change the text size, just hold shift and drag it. And yeah, you could do that. Place it. I'm going to make the Minecraft logo a bit bigger to make it look a bit bigger. And I'm not going to really mess around with the text, but you just get the idea. Press enter again. Does that? If you can't do anything, then that's the reason. And I'll just make this another bit bigger. It is bigger than a logo, but as I said, you can mess around with that. And then you want to double click it, and it come up with blending options, or right click and do blending options. You can add this, bevel and emboss, which what it is. You can add a texture. You probably can't notice that, but I'm not going to have it. And you can add a contour if you want. I'll have that stroke. Yeah, I'll keep that. In the shadow, I'm just really using what looks good, in my opinion. So in the shadow, I'll keep that off. In a glow, actually something I want to keep off. I don't notice a difference, obviously, as a preview here. I don't really notice the difference, but yeah, you can just leave it off or put it on if you want. Satin, no, I'm not going to worry about that. Colour overlay, you can do that, but what I'm going to do is use a gradient overlay. So you want to get the background or the gradient like this, ready a preset. You save presets here and load them by going in here. We're not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to change the colour. You might not want it like that, but actually, what one was it? It was, there we go, it was that one, this black one here. Change this to whatever you want. I'm going to have a yellow and orange, which I think is very nice. Very good combination in my opinion. Don't really notice the difference. I'll make it a lot darker. That, make it lighter. There we go. I still don't notice the difference, so I accidentally went out of it. Really sorry about that. Just make it again. Hopefully the last time. There we go. Make it dark, and just have it like that. Click OK, and obviously, as I said, you could do save and load. If you want that pattern overlay, not gonna have that. Obviously, it would change the colour. Pretty sure, yeah. You can change this to screen or overlay. I thought you could do that to, there we go. You can change it to soft light, or yeah, just soft light if you want it. Oh, actually, you can see it there, multiply. Okay, that actually looks very good. Am I going to keep that? I think I will, because it makes the orange stand out. It makes it look a lot more orangey. That's even a word, outer glow. Set that to black, completely black, top or bottom left. I'll just change that to normal. I think it makes it a bit wider, I guess. Spread, you can change that. Don't really need to mess around with that, but if you want to, you can. It's all up to you. Drop shadow, you can do that. I'm just going to add that. I'm not going to mess around with it. So we went from that to this, and it's very good, and you can minimize it by clicking on that button. And hopefully you're not lost anywhere. If you are, then make sure you say that in the comments. And yeah, I might explain something at the end of the tutorial if I remember it. Enter, it doesn't do anything, you have to click this for it to go away. It's really annoying when you want to do a preview, but just uncheck this and then be all good to go. And now I'm going to get the render going back in this. Go back in or drag in HD render. What you could do is file, and then you can do, obviously I haven't pressed enter so it won't come up, but you can do open or just drag it in, which is what I do. And click enter, and then you want to drag that, or I want to drag that. Remember, hold shift, and I could have made it more straight, but I'm just gonna have it like this. Don't worry, it's going over the text. We'll change that very soon. So you want to get a Minecraft background. Well, no, you don't actually. You want to drag this under the logo and the text. And what you can do, if you really want the arm to come over like this, I'm going to drag it down so it's looking better. What you can do, it can be quite hard. You want to select the magnetic lasso tool and do Alt and mouse scroll again. It's a bit confusing, but yeah, you can do that. I'm probably going to mess up, but you just want to do it around the arm. The cape I'm going to leave at the back. But yeah, it's probably going to get very messy, but hopefully it's not going to. And then I'll just leave that there. Just try that. Oops, no. What am I doing? Okay, I really didn't mean to do all that. Sorry, I'm going to have to do that again. It's actually easy. You can just be quick with that. And then it's kind of messing with the text. And then press enter. And you could do Control C and then click here or whatever. And then do Control V, and then basically it will go over the text. So if you disable everything else, as you can see, it's just got the arm. It does look a bit messy, but once you got that, you really don't notice it. So that's what it looked like before, and it can look like that. And I think the eyes are actually better in this. I think I might actually prefer that one, but I'm just gonna have it like this anyway, so you remember how to do it. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, Control deselect before I do anything else crazy. So that's really it for this. You can add a gradient fill. Just click on the background, whatever you want it on. Then you can always drag it around later. Do gradient and select transparent one, and then select the colour. I'm just gonna have a nice blue. Just get this blue one here. Looks a bit much, but you can just click OK, change the scale and everything, and then you can change that, mess around with it. I personally like that. Obviously, as I said, you can move it above all this. I don't really like that though. I guess you can do that, but you just do whatever you want. That I might actually have it like that. Should I have it like that or that? I'm just gonna have it like that so the character stands out a bit, and the sword was going over the eyes a bit, it looks like, but yeah, you can mess around with that in the editor. And I'm just gonna add a few more adjustments to the logo and the HD render, or make some to the logo and the HD render. Drop shadow, I'm just gonna add one, normal, and then change the distance. I'm not actually gonna do that, it looks a bit odd to me. It's size, yeah, that's what it is. That's at 70, doesn't really look like much though, but yeah, for some reason it's got dots and everything, so I don't know why, but I'm just going to get rid of that. Gradient overlay, select that, it will look like that. You might have that if you want it to be like that, and then you can either select that one or this one. I just use this one if I ever use anything. Yeah, I'll just leave it as that. That does look a bit black, but I'll just leave it like that anyway. Change it by doing this, hard light. You just mess around however much you want with that. This, it looks a bit weird. Satin, I guess that looks okay, but I'm really not gonna have that. Just mess around, do whatever you want. Oh, stroke, that gives it a bit, as you can see, like in the middle, it gives it a bit, that was the wrong thing. Gives it a bit like more of gaps in it, I guess, more cracks. So I'm just gonna have it like that because I like it. The effects, it could look better as before, but you know, just mess around with that. Do whatever you want, like I said like a million times by now. Obviously I could have rotated that, it looks a bit odd, but yeah, there's a wire going over if you wonder what that was for some reason. Yeah, that's really what I'm just gonna do for this. Just go into your HD render, see if I can do anything with this. Stroke, that's just messing up for some reason. And now I can add a drop shadow. It might be a bit overpowered, but oh wow, why not? I'm just gonna have that. You can have that actually. Goes around the wire a bit. I kinda like that. First I didn't really. Then again you can select this. Make it transparent, make it whatever you want. And then I'll try overlay, there we go. That was hard light and that was overlay, gives it a bit more brightness, like there's the sun over there. Even though I think that's it, somewhere up there, it's somewhere in the picture. Or it's not in the screenshot, I don't know. Colour overlay, you can do that. Change the opacity, that's fine. Just do whatever you want again, that's like the 50th time now. Inner shadow, oh, I guess I'll have that. Inner glow, no I won't have that. Looks a bit odd to me. Satin, you can have that. Whatever. What's that like? Ooh, what should I have there? I think I'm gonna have overlay, it just makes the sword brighter and I like it like that. And yeah, so that's really it for this thumbnail tutorial. To be truly honest, I could have done a bit better with this text, but I'm not sure. And if you want to change this, the arm, then yeah, it might mess up if you move the text around. So yeah, and hold in Control Z if you want to do like one at a time. If you do Control Z, it would do undo. Do it again, it would do redo. If you don't want that, you want to make it undo infinitely, just do Control Alt and Z, and then it can do all that stuff. Don't do Control Alt Y or Control Y. That would change the colour. I don't think you can see that. Just around where the pink boxes are by the tree, you can see it goes a bit lighter and darker. Just gonna have that off. But if you want to do redo, infinite redo, do Control Shift and Z, and then basically I'll add whatever you just did back to the thumbnail. So that's really it for this tutorial. If you actually, before I stop, I completely forgot to say about this, but you can get fonts, really good fonts from defont.com. They've got really good fonts on here, and I don't think this is made by them, but yeah, I recommend it. I usually get them off the internet, just like in thumbnail tutorials, I guess, as an example. like that. I actually really like that. I might get that actually. I don't think I will, but it looks good. And some say free for personal use. I think that means it's wow, there's a question mark there. That probably means that it's free for personal use, so you can't really share it or anything. But these don't. You can still download it and donate to author if you wanted to. But I wouldn't really do that. But if you really want to do that, then you can do that. I'm not making you not do it. I'm letting you do it if you want me to. It's not up to me. And I think in there's various fonts, and I think they're more of the bold ones, but as I said, I'll find them in like videos. That's actually quite good. 3D there. Yeah, I quite like that. Really like that font actually. But yeah, I'll stop looking in case I get too into the fonts and then talk about them for so long. And that's been nearly 40 minutes of a video, so because it's been that long, hopefully this helped you. If it has, please be sure to leave a like, so I haven't really wasted my time. But yeah, so tell me if it helped you, and as I said, smash that like button if this helped you, and yeah, tell me what you think, as I said, and subscribe for more. And I just reached 70 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, not really much to say. I might make a video saying about that. But yeah, thank you so much for 70 subscribers. Really means a lot to me. But yeah, that's the tutorial, so I'll see you next time.